Hello everyone, welcome back again. So in the continuation of our communication series, we have been doing oral communication, and in this oral communication we have completed the advantages and the meaning and definition of oral communication. So in this video we are going to start to learn about the disadvantages of oral communication. So students, whatever the disadvantages or a kind of flaws I am going to tell you in this video, that will be very much general, that you can easily feel as well as identify them just by reading and understanding them. Alright, so without any delay, let's begin with our very first disadvantage is that it cannot be documented every time. See, this disadvantages, or we can call it as a flaw, you can easily feel it after reading as well as when you are doing things practically, you can experience it, right? So here it is written that it cannot be documented every time. It is not possible to document the oral communication. See, inside at our home, as well as when we process at the formal mode of communication or the informal of communication, we use a lot of oral communication in our day-to-day life, So we can say that our 80% of communication, or more than 60% of our communication, is totally based on the oral mode. So whatever we are saying, whatever we are delivering to the other entity, or we are making any kind of promises, vows, as well as any kind of allegation, or we are claiming something, we cannot claim, make promise orally. Means to say that whatever we are delivering, it is not very much possible for the person who is receiving the communication or who is imparting the communication to document each and every word of a person. So it is very important flaw, we can say, that the oral communication has does not hold any kind of importance if we talk about the authority, right? Law and order. In the court we cannot take the judgments orally. Means whatever the words we are delivering, we cannot document each and every word, we cannot make it a proof, we cannot legalize this, because it is not possible. See, in our day-to-day life we use different kinds of words, different kinds of sentences, different kinds of promises, modes, etc. So we cannot document them each and every time. Even we wanted to, then too it will not be possible for us to document it. All right, so here I'm going to explain the second point. The second point is saying that limited time for formulating ideas and decoding messages. See, as I told you in the earlier video, that the oral communication has this advantage that it is very much flexible in nature, right? So here the flexibility also have a flaw, that it gives us a very limited time for formulating ideas. It gives us very limited time just to reciprocate our ideas, to protect our ideas, to collect our ideas and emotions. We have to communicate in the oral communication with a very in a very fast manner, in a very productive manner, right? Otherwise it will become very much time consuming. So we take less time while we formulate ideas. So whenever we have less time for formulating ideas, then definitely we miss out very important information, we miss out the structure of the sentences, we missed out the empathy of the sentences while delivering, right? As well as same goes with the decoding message. The second entity who is listening to the message, to the imparter, he has very much less time to decode the message. As well as, see, decoding is all about the understanding the message, try to understand the message. So here the receiver has less time to decode the message, and if he has the less time to decode the message, then definitely there is the higher possibility that the listener who is listening to the message maybe might be take the message in a wrong manner, right? Understand the message in another direction. So it is not going to be very much impactful in the part of the communication. So the second point is saying this. Now moving to the third point, I hope these 2 points are clear to you. So the third point is saying that need accurate listening attentiveness. See, oral communication, as you know, that we have very less time to formulate our ideas as well as to decode the message. So the person who is communicating and the person who is listening, or the part of the communication, both need a very acute listening attentiveness. Means if you wanted that your oral communication gets successful, then definitely both the parties should be very much attentive and present at the same time. Then only your communication is going to be flawless. Alright, so this is the third disadvantage of oral communication. Like if you are not having a proper attention while listening someone, then definitely you are going to miss out bigger things, right? And it is not possible in the oral communication that the things will be told you again and again, or you don't have this opportunity that you can easily go through the communication that has been already told to you. Alright, fourth one is saying that definitely dependent on memory. See, most of the communication is totally dependent on memory, though we have this richness of accessing the new tools of communication that has the ability to store the oral communication, but then too we cannot easily access all the medias, as well as these all the oral medias is not accessible by all the peoples, right? So here it is saying that oral communication is really based on the memory. Means like if you have a very good and sharpened memory and you are able to remember each and every fact, and the most important thing that is that whenever you wanted these facts to be come before you and you have a very good retention power, then only you are going to have the mode of oral communication, right? So we can say that it is totally dependent on memory, and that is why it comes under the flaw. As you know that today we are not very much used to remember each and every minute detail of anything, but if we have to do this, then it will be very much difficult for understanding the concept of the oral communication, understanding the concept of the important information as well, right? And it will take our more time if we are doing so. If you are stressing on just memorizing each and every fact, then definitely it is going to affect our working progress understanding. So dependent on memory is a flaw. Next one is distortion of information. Yes, it is very much right that in the oral communication this is the higher possibility that message get distorted. See, if messages pass from one entity to another entity and there are various kind of level of hierarchies are there, so might be knowingly or unknowingly the person distort the information. Either the person is aware about it or not. But if we talk about the written communication has less possibility for the distortion, because one thing, if it is written, then it is undone. We cannot undone the things easily. But in the oral communication, there is no documentation. People just take their words reversely, right? So distortion of information might happen in the oral communication. That is why it comes under the disadvantage, right? The next point is saying that it is limited in nature. Obviously that oral communication is limited in nature, as I am telling you all the flaws of oral communication here, like the above flaws are given here. So definitely these flaws, what they are doing, they are just limiting the oral communication, oral mode. That is why here it is written it is limited in nature. Last point, again it is summing up all. So we can say that it has no legal validity, or we cannot say that oral communication has this power and authority to claim anything, to have any kind of legal progress, right? We cannot claim anything, or any legal process cannot be done in the mode of the oral communication. We need each and every word's documentation whenever we want to win any kind of legal authority, right? So these are the very general disadvantages of oral communication. I hope this video helps you a lot. So thank you dear students for listening. In the upcoming videos we are going to take our written communication as well as the examples of written communication. So thank you so much for your attention. I hope it helps. If you found any problem, please let me know. Thank you so much.